Hey pretty people. As you can probably tell, I'm still sick. And I'm going to be making this video for Random Saturday about bullying, because bullying seems to be a big issue lately. It's not really like an awareness video or like a rant video. It's more of me just telling you guys my story and trying to help other people, because that's what I've been trying to do. And I just really want something to be done with bullies so that we don't have to deal with them anymore. I know some of you probably know what I'm talking about when I say that, but like, you know, bullies are mean and it's really hard to deal with them sometimes, especially if there's a lot of them. So basically, for my bullying story here, I gotta try to find a place to put my camera. Hold on. Okay. So basically, for my bullying story, I used to have a lot of friends when I was little, like when I was in 4th grade, and we used to have a lot of friends, me and my sister did, and they always came over to our house, and we had friends over almost every night, and we had huge birthday parties where almost the whole entire grade was invited. And then going into 5th grade, everybody just started to hate me and my sister, and they just didn't want to be around us. They ignored us, they called us names, put us down, pushed us, they hit us, they did anything that they could just to ruin our day. And like, that's pretty hard to deal with when you're in 5th grade, but it didn't stop in 5th grade. It kept going, and so it went from 5th grade all the way up to 11th grade, which I'm in now. And it was pretty bad last year for my sister, so she transferred to a different school, and so she left me here alone. But I decided that I didn't want to transfer because I don't want the bullies to feel like they won by chasing me and my sister off, so I stayed. And like, we used to have to fight off our bullies. We never really had anyone to stay with. And I can tell you right now, it's been probably 3 years since I had a good, like, girl sleepover night. Most people, like, girls normally just go to a friend's house and they sleep over. And so I haven't done that in a very, very long time. And it's kind of difficult. People are like, well, how do you deal with that kind of stuff? And I don't really deal with it any other way than just to let it go and to know that high school only lasts for a little part of my life, and I have the rest of my life ahead of me. My dog was getting into something. Alright, so where was I? Okay. So when you have to deal with things like that for your whole entire, your almost entire school year, it's really hard to go on, and it puts you into some anxiety. I have anxiety really bad, and it's just, it affects you. But I guess you kind of have to be the bigger person and to know that some people just don't grow up. Some people are always going to be that way, and you have to just be the one that's like, hey, you know, even though they're bullies to me, I'm still going to be nice to them. I never try to have issues with people. I always try to be the one that's like, well, hey, you know, like, let's talk about something else. Let's try to do something. Try to get into groups, and I always try, but I'm always put down afterwards because my trying never really works. And I only have 1 more year of school left, and that's fine, because as soon as I graduate, I'm just getting the heck out of here. I don't know. I mean, some people, they're lucky enough to have a life where they don't have people who bully them. Like, they have a lot of people who like them. But coming up now, into prom's coming up, and like most people, you know, they go gather with a big amount of friends, and they go take pictures, and they go out to eat, get in a limo, go do fancy things. And I'm basically just stuck with my boyfriend. I haven't been invited anywhere. Nobody will accept me when I ask. And so it's just me and my boyfriend, and growing up like that, that's kind of difficult. I do have a nice life. I have a nice family, got a nice house. I've been raised with love and grown up to be kind and everything. So it's really difficult to understand why people hate me that way. And so basically, this is just a video to let you guys know that if you're being bullied, you're not alone, and that you guys can be stronger than that, and just ignore it. Don't put other people down. Don't even sink back to their level. Just pretty much, you just kind of have to let it happen. You have to let it play out. And if it gets really bad, you can go talk to a counselor or a therapist. I've been talking to a counselor. I was put on antidepressants, but it helps with your mood swings. And if that's what you feel like you need, then you need to talk to your parents about it. Just don't do something stupid like commit suicide or hurt someone or hurt yourself just because you're being bullied, because there are ways to get over it and there are ways to move through it. And it's difficult, yeah, but it's possible. And you just gotta be strong, you gotta be brave, and you gotta stand up for yourself. I personally never sink down to the bully's level. Every time that they're bullying me, I just say, hey, you know, if they're gonna be like that, they're gonna be like that, and that's just the way it is. You can't change the way that people are. And that's something that you have to get used to. And I know maybe some of you guys are younger than me. I'm 16, I'm in 11th grade, and you guys are going to be dealing with bullying your whole life, but it all depends on if you plan on letting it bother you or letting it not bother you. And so I guess now you should probably choose how you want it to be. If you're going to let it bother you, you might as well just decide that your life is going to be difficult. But if you're not going to let it bother you, then props to you, because you're just going to have a great life. You're not going to, you're going to be bullied. Everyone's going to be bullied unless you're the bully. And even bullies can be bullied. And you're just going to have to deal with things. You only deal with them for a little amount of time. I know it feels like a long time, but it's only a little amount of time. And you'll get through it. Eventually you'll go to college, you'll go get a new job, you'll go do something. You'll make friends that way, because you'll make friends that like doing the same things you like doing. And as surprising as it is, they're probably bullied too. And that's just life. I mean, life isn't fair, but you have to understand that life's never going to be fair, and that things happen for a reason. Me, I think that things happen like that to make me a stronger person, and it definitely helps me when I make videos, when I take pictures, when I'm trying to model, because eventually I'm going to be a model, at least hopefully, and I'm going to try for that. And when I am a model, and when they see me in magazines or they see me on TV walking the runway or something, I'll be able to say, hey, you know, I got way farther than you because you're just sitting on the couch watching me, or you're just ordering magazines and looking at me. Like, that's something to be jealous about. And I don't want anyone to be caused jealousy because of me. But if they're going to sit back and not do anything and expect everything to come their way, they're wrong. You have to try to get what you want. And so basically, that is the point of bullying. It makes you a stronger person. And it's not fun to deal with, and it's not fun